Hey, how's it going? This is Keith here with Craps TX. Thank you so much for tuning in. And while we're here and on that subject, if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up and the subscribe button and the bell for notifications, so you'll know whenever we put out a new video. It really does help us. We're a new channel. We're trying to grow and we're trying to not only learn ourselves, but maybe help along some other newbies that are new to the game of craps and might be afraid to ask some questions or whatnot. I know I reached out a few times to some of the other guys at the bigger channels, and all of them have been very cooperative and have answered the questions that I had after watching a couple of videos if there was something I didn't understand. So with that being said, today's video is not necessarily going to be a certain particular strategy that I've seen, but more of a conglomeration of a few different strategies. It is a little risky, and I'm probably starting out with a smaller bankroll than what I should, but I'm just trying to do enough for 5 shooters. I've got $250, and this is going to be $48 per roll to start out. So we're not going to be the shooter. We'll wait for a point to be established. Once a point is established, we're going to put 24. You can drop a dealer $50. Tell them to put you 24 on the 6 and 8. Or $48 total. All right, so and if we hit one of these, that's going to pay $28. At that point, you're going to ask the dealer to take me to 66 across. All right, so there's $28. Let's get that out of the way. So 66 across is going to look like this. You got 10 on each. And cap off our 6 and 8 here. And then you put the rest in your bank. So you got another, what, $12 to put back in your bank? Well, I shouldn't have done that because I'm using the bank's money right now. But anyway, you've got an additional $12 to put away. So at this point, you have 66 across. You've got all the numbers covered. After one hit of just having the 2 numbers covered, of course, it was a bigger risk. And from here on out, we just collect and press. So to start, these are going to pay 14, 14, 14, 14, and then the 2 outside numbers, 4 and 10, $10 will pay you 18. So we'll just kind of see how it goes, and then yeah, just follow along and let's see if we can make a little bit of a profit out of just 5, enough money for 5 shooters. I do have a blank or an empty rack over there. We'll put our winnings over there and we'll total it up at the end. So let me get this back off here and we'll get started. All right. And we're throwing chips on the floor already. Pardon me while I grab that one. And let's see. All right, so let's get started. We got our puck off. Let's get us some dice. Again, we're not the shooter, so we'll just pretend that this is somebody else's hand. And set a point number. All right, dice out, coming out. All right, we're on the 6. All right, so you can take your 2 green chips if you happen to have them. I went ahead and threw that in there for to make things a little easier. So dealer, please place me 24 on the 6 and 8. It'll give you $2 and change, and set you up on the 6 and 8 with $24. So there is 20, 20, 4, and 4. So we're not really going to worry about the puck since we're not on a pass line or don't pass line. We're not the shooter. We're just trying to do what I explained at the beginning here. So let's roll it out and see what we get. All right, 5. We got a 4, 1, 5. Doesn't help us. And there's big red. All right, so that is the detriment of this, is that you got all that money out there, and yeah, you get sniped like that. Takes a little dent out of your bankroll, and now we gotta catch up. We're gonna be playing from behind, but that's gambling, right? So let's get our next shooter set up. All right, we got a hard 10. 10 is gonna be our point. Let's see, we don't have any more greens over here, so let's just drop 24 on each from our rack. All right, now let's get started again and see what we can do. Dice out. 3, 1, 2, mic check. Dice out. 4, 1, 5. Dice are out. big red shows its head again. Yeah, that's an ouch. So we are now down $96 out of our original $250. But we still have enough for 3 shooters, right? So let's get set up. All right, take those 2 and coming out, dice are out, setting a point. 426, 2x4, the lumber. All right, let's get it set up again with $48 down here, 24 on the 6 and 8. We're gonna have to get some change here. There's 4. Take the dollar over there. Okay, dice out. We got a hard 4, double 2s. Dice out. And the square pair, 8, hard 8. All right, so that 24 is going to pay us 28. There's 25. 6, 7, 8. Dealer, take me to 66 across. And he'll set you up. 10 on each of these. And let's cap off our 6 and 8. All right, so there's $12 left over. Put that in our rack. I was going to keep the winnings over separate, didn't I? Okay, let's just do that. Let's see what happens. We'll put the winnings over there. All right, so now we have 10, 10, 12, 12, 10, 10. And the dice are out. 5, 1, 4, 5. So we're going to collect and press. That 5 is going to pay 14. Let's say 15 for 1. And we'll collect on that one. Got to get some of that money back, right? All right, the next one we'll press up, dice out. Get the 1, 3, 4. All right, so a 4 is going to pay us 18. Or we'll say, yeah, let's go ahead and pay 18. There's 15, 6, 7, 18. All right, dealer, press up my 6 and 8 by 1 unit. So we're going to press those up. $6, or I guess you could say half a unit if we're at a $10 table, right? So we're up to 18 on those. Next one we'll collect. Dice out. And no, we won't, because there is the 437. All right, so that was our, our 3rd shot at that. Let's go ahead and take these down. We'll get set up again. Puck is off. Get us a new set of dice. Take those right there. All right, dice are out, coming out. Big red, 7, frontline winner. We're not playing the line. 10, we got the easy 10, 6, 4. Small forward. All right, now let's get set up on the 6 and 8. $24 on each. And there's several different ways you can do this. This is just one way that I kind of chose to do that. Need to get some change here real quick. 10 for 10. 5 and 5. All right. Just could cut that out. 4. Actually, I shorted myself $1. So let me grab one more. All right. So now we got 24 on the 6 and 8. Clean that up a little bit. Point is 10, and our dice are out. 9. We got a 5, 4, 9. Doesn't help us just yet. It's out. 9 again. 5, 4, 9. Center field 9. 5. No field 5. We got a 1, 4, 5. Viva. 4. We got the 1, 3, 4. Little Joe. 9. Center field 9. All right, let's keep going. 4, 1, 3, 4. There seems to be a little repetition there. We should be playing the field too, right? 10, we got the 6, 4, 10. Another field number, easy 10. 8, finally, there we go. We got the 6, 2, 8, easy 8. So 24 is going to pay 28. 5 in red and 3 in white. Dealer, please take me down to 66 across. And we will gladly do that, he or she. Take that and that. Cap off our 6 and 8, and we will bank this $12. Alright, so dice out. Let's see what we can do. 6, we got the 4, 2, 6. We're going to collect on the first one, so that pays 14 or 15 for 1. Go ahead and put that in our winning side over there. We'll press on the next one. 6, we got the 1, 5, 6. Again, that pays 14. And since we're gonna press, we'll go ahead and pay it out like that. Let's go ahead and press the 6 and the 8 on this one. We'll bank $2. So now we have 18 on both the 6 and 8. So basically a half unit press. If you're at a $10 table, you're just adding a half a unit to those. 11, yo 11, 6, 5. We don't have anything on the field or a horn. 10, all right, we got a hard 10. So 10 down there is going to pay 18. We pressed on the last one. We'll collect on this one. So let's do, pays 18. Let's do 20 for 2. And we'll go ahead and put that in our rack. All right, dice out. And there's the 7. All right, we got the 1, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and take this down. Not sure how well this little system is going to work here, but you never know when that long shooter is going to come in, right? Puck's off. Let's get us a new set of dice. New. Well, that was Texas, wasn't it? New set of dice. All right, we'll take those. All right, coming out. Dice out. 8. All right, our point's going to be 8. Let's get set up with 24 on 6 and 8. This is going to be our last shooter, apparently. We're not going to play for those winnings. We'll just see what we have left over at the end of that. And we need some change. Actually, we need more than that. All right, we got $10 and change. 5. And 5. Sorry for my chip skills. They're not quite up there yet since we're just kind of new to all of this. So there's our 24 set up on our 6 and 8. Our dice are out. Need a hit on the 6 or 8. There's a 9, 5, 4, 9. Need 6 or an 8. 8. There we go. Point hit. Easy 8. Puck will go off. We'll go ahead and pay 28 on that. There's 5. And we need some more whites over here. And there's 28. Dealer, take me down to 66 across. So we'll get that set up. Cap off for 8 and 6. And we'll put that 12 in the bank over here. All right. Oh, 8, right? No, that was point hit. Okay, so now we got a set of points. So all the bets are off. Coming out. Nice out. 5. 2, 3, 5. That's going to be our point. And now we are going to collect and press. So let's see what we can collect on this first one, hopefully. 6. We got the 4, 2, 6. 12 is going to pay 14, or we'll do 15 for 1. And we'll press on the next one. Nice out. 5. We got the 1, 4, 5. That pays 15, or 14, I'm sorry. I was getting ready to say 15 for 1, but we're going to go ahead and press. We're going to do that 6 and 8 up 1 unit like I did earlier. We'll just bank $2 over there for our bankroll. Or our winnings. We're just going to kind of count up the winnings. We're not playing from the winnings. All right, so the next one will collect. Yes. Nice out. 9. We got 6, 3, 9. 10 is going to pay 14, or we'll do 15 for 1. All right, bank that. And dice are out. 2, we got a spot and a dot. Aces. Field number, pays double on the bubble. 10, hard 10, another field number, but that's going to pay us down there on the end. $18. three reds. There's 18. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start pressing up the inside numbers. 5 and 9. We'll bank $8. Run out of room there. Not a bad problem to have, except we got a bunch of singles. All right, so we pressed on that one. We'll collect on the next one, hopefully. 6. All right, we got a 5, 1, 6. That's a good one. There's 18. That's gonna pay 21. Pointing at the 8. That's the 6. All right, so that pays 21. We'll put that in a rack. All right, next one we'll press up, dice out. Yo, 11. Doesn't help us, doesn't hurt us. Dice out. And there's big red. All right, so let's see what we did for this session. That is going to be our 5 shooters. We don't have enough left for another shooter, unless we were to dig into our winnings over there. So we started out with 250. Let's see what we got. That is what? The full one? Yep. So that is 100. And boy, we got a bunch of whites over here. So let's take these down. So there's 130. That is 25. Oh, I'm sorry, 5. So 130, 135, 40. 45, 50, 55, 59. So 159. All right, 5 shooters. Obviously, you're going to need a bigger bankroll to try to hit that long shooter at some point. But yeah, so we started out with 250, ended up with, what did I say, 159? And so almost $100 lost there. But again, if you had another, if you had $500, if you started out with that, then you'd had enough for 10 shooters. And hopefully one of those 10 shooters would help you out there. But you can at least see how that worked. It's not necessarily a named system. I'm sure there's something similar out there. Like I said, I wouldn't have kind of put this together if I haven't seen something similar. If I do find something out there, I'll link it down at the bottom from whoever's channel that I found something like this. I know Casino Quest does a lot of that. I know Color Up has covered it. Waylon may have covered some of that. Mark the Point. Several of those channels. So hopefully you guys kind of know some of the regulars out there, and hopefully eventually someday I could become one of those regulars, or my son and I here at Craps TX. So that's been it. That was our 24-48 press, whatever you want to call it, or squeeze. And yeah, so if you like content like this, give us a thumbs up, consider subscribing, hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when we put out a new video. And yeah, you'll get some feed, or you'll get some similar videos in your feed if you like videos like this. It's from other crap shooters and from other maybe table games and stuff like that. So, appreciate you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.